No, how you feel things are going for you guys just at this point of the offseason?
Well, I thought yesterday, Monday, our first practice, I thought it was one of the best practices we've had starting a fall camp in a long time. A lot of energy. So I was really pleased. I think our whole coaching staff was pleased with yesterday's practice, and it's carried over so far this morning. We're pleased with our depth at skill positions. We're a little deeper than we were a year ago, and a little bit farther along. Anytime you can return, most of your production on offense, that helps where we're at as far as offensively, and then defensively, I think we're farther along than we were a year ago as well.
Just how much does that help having some experience back that kind of went through last season? How big is that moving
Oh, that's
forward?
huge. We've got, our starting quarterback back, our top two receivers, so there's some chemistry already there that those guys have built, throughout the off season and last season. And then we add in, a junior high group to the mix that had a lot of success last year, and there's some talented kids there, and they're going to play, right away. And then defensively, Colin Liggins, Keon Stallings, those guys on defense, started as sophomores last year, played every single game. So I think that experience is going to be invaluable to those guys.
What are just some of the other things you want to accomplish before the benefit game?
Well, we're just trying to establish, one, depth on the offense and defensive line. We returned 3 offensive linemen, but, it's who those other 2 guys are going to be, those guard slots. And we feel like we've got them, we've got to identify those guys, who they're going to be, but then trying to build that depth. Who's going to be the 6th, 7th, 8th lineman that can go in and contribute. And then defensively, same thing, defensive line. We feel like we kind of know where the other pieces are going to fit secondary-wise, but that's our main focus here in this fall camp.
Do you feel like there's kind of an edge, a different kind, like a chip on their shoulder on this team just after how last season ended?
Yeah, I think so. I think, this team reminds me a lot of the 2017 team that, their junior year, that senior group, their junior year, didn't end the way that they wanted. DeAndre Henry's junior year, and then their senior year, they really, they played with a chip on their shoulder, and they went through off season with kind of a different edge to them, and this group has really reminded me of that group, the way that they've approached off season, approached spring practices, summer workouts, all the stuff, and so I'm excited about this group and what the potential there is for them.